Hi Vanessa, how are you?
Good. How are you, Luza?
I'm good at home. How
At
do you
home.
know? Yeah, stay safe is
Right.
the most important now.
That is true. It's a must for everyone to stay home and be safe and take care of each other, right?
Right. Okay, we're gonna talking about food and your experience in Japan. Vanessa is a aspiring chef who moved into Japan from USA. Since coming to Japan, she has a train with a Japanese chef in the heart of Tokyo. Her mission is to share her cooking experience in Japan and a pieces of Mexican cooking tradition also. She will soon be offering Mexican cooking lessons online for beginners. Okay, the first question is how do you feel? Tell me more about your daily routine at home.
Well, in the beginning, I was definitely in the denial phase, and I kind of just kept wanting to bake things. I think my anxiety was manifesting in cooking moods. But after the probably the third week, uh, I kind of just accepted the situation and realized we're all in the same boat and it's better to stay home and be safe. And so I kind of just let go of it. And I think my routine is improving now. Um, I try to get my work done, get my 8 hours of sleep done, and I think one key important thing about surviving this quarantine is having a self care routine, whether it's writing or reading or working on personal projects or drawing for me has been kind of really spiritual and a way to release stress. And also, I've had a lot of time to work on my own personal projects relating to cooking. Right
Oh,
now,
I,
I'm writing an ebook that has all these fun recipes, both Mexican and my own kind of Mexican and American and Japanese, filled with tips, cooking tips that I have found um, being an expat in Japan and kind of seeing all these new ingredients and you don't know what they are and just just really easy tips and recommendations that I have and they're just coming together in a in a book in a cookbook
oh,
and
sounds great. Sounds great. Okay, tell me
yeah,
more.
it's been really fun actually, and it's been really nice to have some time to myself and focus on the things that I love. And I think it's important for us to see the positive side of this whole situation. I mean, it's not ideal that people are getting sick and that we're having to stay confined at home, but it's also a time where we can really spend time with ourselves and working and cultivating ourselves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is so important to work in personal project and try. Yeah, it's so important. Yeah. How long have you lived in Japan, Vanessa?
I've been in Japan for 2.5 years now. It's
Oh,
it's
okay.
it's getting to be kind of a long time now.
Okay, and what has been the most difficult part about being here?
Oh, that's a great question. Um, Definitely the language. When I first came here, I was under the impression that everything was going to be normal, in the sense of I was going to be able to communicate with everybody, nothing that drastic was going to change. And when I arrived to Japan, I realized, oh, I can't speak. Oh, what are these people saying? What are these signs? And it's hard to believe. I mean, even in Tokyo, which is an international hub, uh, definitely the language still really does help you to get around, to get connected with your community, to build relationships, to find a good job, it helps you kind of root yourself. into the culture.
Yeah, Japanese language is so hard for any people because the Japanese language has a three different writing system. It's so crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. It's super crazy. It's a journey, and I think one important thing about uh, learning any language is being patient with yourself, and knowing that you're not going to be able to just land on your feet and start running. You're not going to be able to just study a few times a week and then be able to speak right away. And I think that's really important, just to be really patient with yourself, and realize actually Japanese is a very hard language, as you know.
Yeah, ganbatte ne? You can do it.
はい、頑張り
Oh.
ます。
Okay, and about food, what is the difference between Japanese food and Mexican food?
Well, that's a really good question as well, Lusa. Japanese food and Mexican food are polar opposites,
Yeah.
which is really interesting. You have Japanese cuisine, which is salt based. Everything kind of derives from either salt or soy sauce or miso. And you have Mexican cuisine, which is acid based. So you have your lime, your sour oranges, your chocolate, your chili. So they're completely on the other side of the spectrum. One fun fact actually about Japanese cuisine, in the Japanese phonetic alphabet, the S row actually pertains to the five basic ingredients in Japanese cuisine. So you have sashi suseso, right? Sa is for sato, which is sugar. Shi is for shio, which is salt. Se is for shoyu or soy sauce, and su is for vinegar, or and so is for miso. And it's also the order that you use these ingredients. So when you're
Oh.
cooking, you would use the sugar first, and then whatever comes after that. Like for example, if you're making, I don't know, some type of broth, or like some type of fish in a broth that has meating, that has soy sauce, that has sake. So you would follow kind of that order of steps of which ingredients you would use. It's really
Oh.
interesting.
Yeah, it's so interesting. And what is your favorite Japanese food and why?
That's a hard one. That's definitely a hard one because, as we all know or may not know, Japanese cuisine, it's really out there, and it's really has a lot of different layers, and it's hard to just pick one. But if I had to pick one, I would say for winter time, my favorite food is agedashi nasu, which is a deep fried soft tofu in a fish stock broth, topped with bonito flakes, which is basically fish flakes,
All right.
and steamed eggplant. And it's so delicious. It's like so creamy, so smooth, and you have kind of the soupy component, which is perfect for wintertime. My comfort food in Japan. So this is like anytime I'm sad or I just feel like a craving or anything like that, are crokes, which are basically like deep fried potato and meat little biscuits, kind of. And they're so good. And my favorite are just the ones that you get at your local mom and pop shop. Those are basically the best ones. The ones that the grandmother made. They just make me feel at home.
Oh, this is great. Well, I love okonomiyaki. I like the mix
The
with different
pancakes.
things. Yeah, but the last question is if anyone want to prepare so special food, what is your recommendation, Vanessa?
Well, I mean, everybody has different taste buds and different likes, and I think definitely the thing that I recommend the most is get out of your comfort zone and try any new recipe that you've been thinking that you've looked in, your social media. If you want to follow me at Nippon Viajero on Instagram, and kind of try the things that I recommend. Just get out of your comfort zone and try a new recipe. I mean, we have all the time right now to try all these different things, and that's my recommendation. And if you follow me on my Instagram, I'll give you tips and recipes, and you can look for my cooking uh, book, which is coming out soon. And you can also look at my website. I will be offering online classes for Mexican cooking at nipponviajero.com, and you can send me an email there if you're interested, or if you want more information, or if there's something in specific to Japan and cooking that you want to know.
This is so interesting. Please follow her Instagram account and visit nipponviajero.com. Thank you so much, Vanessa. Please take care.
Thank you,
See you the
Luza.
next
You
time.
too. Hope to see you soon, and stay safe. Stay home, everybody.
Please. Bye.
Bye.